Topic that's been on my mind. Um, I want to call this when you meet somebody new, how do you know that they are serious? And it's kind of hard to tell because so many men these days play games. Um, I don't even know why they want to lie. Most of them be married, most of them be with a woman and still trying to get with you, you know. Key signs to that. If they don't answer their phone after 7, 8 o'clock, 9 times out of 10 they with somebody. Um, just test them to see if they can talk to you all night long. And then even then, you still can't tell. Not unless you do it a few nights. One of the things for me is that I need your time. If you can't give me time, then there's no need for us to pursue anything else. Um, it's it's crazy how they think that they would not have to give their time. Some of them even get annoyed with it. You know, I just want to say, ladies, just take your time. My problem is I move too quick. Um, I move too quick. It does take me a minute to fall in love with that person, even though I'm interacting with that person. But when I love hard. And that's another thing that gets me in trouble because I do love that person and I do love them hard. And it wouldn't be anything that I would not do for that person. Um, Sometimes they don't reciprocate the same. And so you just have to make sure that you guys are on the same page, that this is something that y'all both want. It's crazy how men always talk about their grown man, but they won't be honest with you and say, hey, look, I really don't want a serious relationship with you. I just want friends with benefits, or I just want to kick it. That's something that needs to be discussed up front. And if that's what they want and you're not down with it, then it's time for them to move on to the next one because I'm quite sure they can find somebody that is down with it. You know, one thing about me, and I know this about myself, you know, I'm going to say, and all women should say this and think like this, I am a hell of a woman to replace. So if you're trying to replace me, good luck. There's only one me. When God made me, He broke the mold. Um, I am funny. I am easygoing. Um, I spoil my men just like they gotta spoil me. Um, I mean, like I said, when I love hard, and I give that love freely to a person that I love. But I do expect it back. If I'm not getting it back, then we got problems. Is it's like, how am I gonna give you all this and you can't give me the basics, basically? And all the time it's not about money, but you do got to show some type of effort, you know. Um, my thing is, my bills are high. Is very few black men that can handle my bills because of where I'm at in life and what I've done. And a lot of black men want me to dim my light, and that's kind of hard for me, to dim my light. I need a man that is willing to help me shine my light, you know? He don't have a problem with standing next to me when my light shine, because if you standing next to me, hell, they gonna see both of us, you know? I'm not trying to make you look any less or anything beneath me. I want you to stand next to me and help me out with stuff, you know? Um, like, why am I paying for somebody to come do something that you know how to do? I don't get that. I don't understand it. It never will register in this brain, because I feel like, you know, if you know how to do it and I need it done, it shouldn't be no question, because you're going to reap the benefits of it getting done. You know, you stand in the same household that this company pays for, you're staying in the same household that this company um, pays the bills for, the same money that buys these cars or pay for these cars that you're driving, you're benefiting from it. You know, when you go out to eat, and most of the time they pay. So I can't say they're benefiting from that. But, you know, they're still benefiting from being with me and just living the type of lifestyle that I live, you know, because not only that, their money that they make off their jobs, we use that money to go out on trips. We use it to do certain stuff that if you wasn't with me, you wouldn't be able to do, because now you got to pay your rent, you got to pay your bills. You're paying out more money than if you was with me. I don't care how they try to tell me they're not or what's going on with them. It's a fact, because if you was with me, wouldn't be paying X amount of dollars for rent. You know, you wouldn't be, because my company takes care of everything. So all you have to do is take care of me. Mwah. You know, get my nails done, get me a massage, get my hair done, you know, take care of me and let me take care of everything else, you know. Um, a lot of time, as women that are doing powerful things out here, that are making the income, we get it twisted. We want a man that's doing the same thing as we do or better. And ladies, I'm going to be honest with you. I've been making this type of income for almost 20 some years. And I have yet to find that black man that can keep up with me. I don't know what it is, or if I'm looking in the wrong places, or what's going on. Now, don't get me wrong. There's white men out there, there's Portuguese, there's all different other type of races. These races are driven. And I'm not saying that our black men are not driven, because most of them are. But those ones that are driven, they're either married or with somebody, and somebody standing by their side to help them drive. You know, I got one couple that works for me, and he's married, and he's starting his own business, and he's driven. But guess what? His wife is with him wherever he goes. And my hat goes off to them, because they have a beautiful relationship. They started this company, they're working this company as a family. Even the kiddos help out. And I'm not going to say their names or anything, but they know who I'm talking about. But I mean, that's what I'm saying about black men. You know, when they are driven like that, they normally have somebody in their corner to help them with that drive. Now, us women that's already there, that have that initiative ourselves and has that drive to be better, to make the money that we need to make to take care of our families, we have a hard time finding a man that will stand by us to help us do it. You know, they don't want to help us. They want us to dim our light and push them out front. And I get it and I understand it, but at the same time, it's not fair. You know, why not let this woman that knows so much about business help you get where you need? And you listen to her to get where you need instead of telling her, you know, this is not my first rodeo. I've done this before. Clearly, you haven't, because if you've done it before and it's not your first rodeo, then you would be where you need to be. But if you're not where you need to be, then just be quiet. You know, let her help you. Let her help you get where you need to be. So then y'all are on that level playing ground. You know, don't try to shut her down or try to make it seem like you know more than she do. So what, she knows more than you? So what? You can learn from that. Just like if a man come to me and he got more than me, you think I'm gonna shut this man down if he trying to tell me how to better my company? No, ma'am, no, sir. I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna take his advice. I'm gonna listen. I'm gonna take heed to what he's saying. Some of the stuff I might not like and I might tweak it a little bit, but still, I'm going to follow his direction. I have no problem with following a man that's going to lead me in the right direction. If you trying to get me to follow you and you not doing the right thing, guess what? Just like a horse, I'm going to buck. Like you can't lead a horse somewhere where they know it's danger. You cannot lead a horse there. That horse is not going. It's not going to go every time. That's just like you trying to lead a horse to fire. They're not going. And women, I mean, men, if you're trying to lead a woman to hell, she's not going. Most of us is God fearing. And if it don't sit right with God, we're not doing it. And then y'all want to cop attitude and y'all want to do certain things, and then y'all want to go out there and find a woman that's going to follow you to hell. Good luck. Y'all both can go to hell in a handbasket, because ain't no good woman that is a lady don't allow you to self-destruct. You know, if you're doing something that's gonna make you look bad, that's gonna not get you to where you need to be for you and for your children, as well as that woman, kudos. You know, if you just want the ordinary woman that, you know, she go home, she work, she pay minimum bills, and she ain't trying to go nowhere, kudos. That is your speed, that is your lane. Stay in it by all means. But if that woman is not in that lane, she's not going to go for it. She's not. She needs you to pick it up to get in her lane. Not necessarily in her lane, but in your own lane where you're trying to make your life better, where you're trying to progress, where you're trying to own your own company and make your own money. And now you're off with her and y'all out there just, you know, living it up. You know, I mean, having a man to work a 9 to 5, yeah, that's great. Yeah, but that's not where I want my man to be. I don't want him to have to clock in on somebody else's clock when he can be clocking in on his. I don't know if that make any sense, but a long time ago, I decided that I was through clocking in on somebody's clock, having to be there when they tell me to be there, having to do what they say they want me to do, following their rules, doing whatever. I can make my own rules, you know? I can clock in when I want to clock in, and if I don't want to clock in, I don't have to. That's the type of life that I wanted to live. And that's the type of life that I want to hand over to my children. Now, there's another thing men get twisted. They think because, you know, that you have everything, and say, for instance, they have nothing. But you done brought this man into your life, he done brought you into his life, and y'all living it together. Why would they think that if we love y'all and we care about you, that when we pass, you would have nothing? That's got to be the dumbest idea I've ever heard. I never heard of anybody loving somebody and leaving them nothing, especially when that person was good to you. You know, it's all about trust and just knowing that the other person got your back. You know, there's no way in hell that I would think that if I was with a guy and he had all this money, that he would leave me absolutely nothing when he passed. Why would he do that? You know, if I've been there for him, I've been loyal to him, we rocking it out together, and he loves me, why wouldn't he leave me something? You know? I don't care if it was just 10 grand, 15 grand. He's going to leave me something. And then I can take that something and make it into more of something. You know, it's crazy that some men think that way just because we are women. They think that we won't provide for them when all we do is take care of people and provide. You know, you ain't seen us do nothing else. We are caregivers by nature. That's what we do. Now, there's some of us out there that don't give a damn, but they're not wifey material. They haven't aged, they haven't matured. So, why would you be trying to make them your wife? You know, why would you be trying to settle down with them? They ain't there yet. And then I hear a lot of men talking about, my girl is, she ain't trying to progress. She ain't trying to do nothing with her life and whoop de whoop this and whoop de whoop that. But at the same time, um, you gotta nurture that person. Just like, you gotta show this person that this is what I want and this is the type of woman I want. And then if they ain't that type of woman, then you need to leave. You need to say, okay, with them to tell the truth. Like my ex was with me. He sat me down, said, look, it ain't working. Told me that he thinks I deserve better. I don't know what that meant, but um just told me that, you know, y'all don't really want to know what he told me, but he was honest. And what I'm trying to say is that it all comes down to two people sitting down, making a conscious decision about where their life is going to go. Now, if you're talking about one thing and you're going this way and he's going that way, then that's what y'all need to do. Y'all need to part ways. But if he wants to open up a company and you got companies, why not let that woman take the front seat for a while until you catch up? And then when you catch up, guess what she gonna automatically do? She's gonna fall back. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, and I'm speaking from the heart, there ain't a woman out here that want a man to take care of everything. There ain't a woman out here that don't want to do man shit. And that's just putting it point blank. We do not want to be the man in the relationship. I don't know where men got that from, but We don't want to carry our stuff in the house. We don't want to take the trash out. We don't want to pick up heavy stuff. We don't want to do none of that. We don't want to pay our own bills. Believe it or not, we would love to have a man come in and pay our bills, pay our rent. We don't want to do that. We want to spend our money on our nails, on our hair, on the jewelry. And we don't want to buy our own jewelry. We want a man to buy our jewelry. I don't know where men got that. Oh, you want to be the man in a relationship? No. But what they fail to realize is that so many of our men fall back and leave us with the children to take care of the children. So we have to be the man. We have to step up. We have to discipline them. We have to make sure they eat. We have to make sure they're clothed. We have to pay our own bills. We have to move stuff around our house because we ain't got no man. We don't have no man. We have to take the trash out. We have to do all this stuff. And by the time a good man shows up that's willing to do all this stuff, we are already in the mode of doing it ourselves. We don't know how to fall back. But I'm telling you, if you take out the time and the patience with that woman, she's going to fall back. She's going to let you be that man. But so many times we have fallen back and thought we had a man that was going to really be the man. And he just up and boom. And then here we are again, having to be the man. What y'all want us to do? Just tell me. Let's talk about it. What y'all want us to do? You know, if you don't want us to be the man, don't treat us like we are the man. Don't make us do man shit. Bottom line, don't make us do it. Step up and be that man. Just because you walking around beating on your chest talking about I'm a grown man, no. Grown men don't have to walk around here beating on their chest. They just don't do it. I've seen a grown man. I'll be like, whoo, shit, that's a grown man. Because you want to know why he's a grown man? Never once did he say he was a grown man, but he did grown man shit. You know, he's in his household. He's taking care of his woman. He's paying the bills. He's taking out the trash. He's doing grown man shit. You know, even when he can't afford it. Even when he can't afford it, he's stressing out because he know he got to take care of this family. And then you know what else a grown man do? When it's a grown man trying to take care of a family, he rely on his partnership with his woman. His woman knows all about everything that's going on. Knows all about it. She knows what bills ain't getting paid. She knows what. And you know what? If she's a grown woman, guess what she gonna do? She gonna jump in there, get a job. She gonna do something, and she gonna help him out. That's what you call partnership. You know, you can't be a partner if you're not working together with that person. You can't be a partner if you saying, okay, you got the bills, I'll just do this. Especially if y'all ain't talked about it. You know, and so many times that's how all relationships go, especially when one's making more money than the other. They never talk about who's got what. They just decide on what they're gonna pay, and that's it. That's all. That's not how a partnership works. A partnership is when y'all sit down and y'all talk about the bills, and you be like, "Hey, I got X amount of dollars to contribute. Where do you want it to go?" You know, okay. If your business is taking care of all that, then baby, I can do this for us. We can go out to eat. We can do this. My money basically is the money for us to have fun on. And that's okay because y'all done talked about it, y'all done decided what it is that it's gonna be. But for it never to be talked about or never decide what it's gonna be, then that's just totally wrong. You don't come up in your head and say, okay, let's take me for instance. Let's go there. I'm gonna talk about myself before I talk about anybody else. But like me, and I make all the money and I pay my bills. I do everything on my own. Okay, meet a guy. He working a pretty good job. He makes X amount of dollars. Um, I'm not gonna go to him and say, "Hey, I need your whole check." Never that. Never that. Because if I take your whole check, then what can you do for me? You know, I'm still doing everything by myself. So we're not even finna go down that line. I'm not finna take your whole check. But what I will do is sit down and talk to you and be like, okay, I need maybe $300 or $400 on the rent. Because I know you got that at least, you know? If you give me $300 or $400 every 2 weeks, that's $600 to $800 on the rent. Okay, in the bills. You know, you contributing something. You know, you're not just living for free. All right. Then on top of that, I'd be like, okay, how about we work it this way? When we go out, I pay for it one time, you pay for it the next time. You know, because I know you got your habits, you know. Most of our black men like to smoke weed, they like to smoke cigarettes, they like to drink. So I know you got your habits. And then you got your children that you need to take care of. So that's another reason why I'm not gonna ask you for all your money, you know? And then, like, say for instance, if we got that understanding and it's working out fine, and you still run short on your money, but then you come to me and you be like, babe, I'm running short. I didn't have enough to do XYZ. I'm gonna be like, okay, how much you need? You know? Just point blank, you know? Because we're working a partnership at this point in time, it doesn't matter who's paying what or what's getting paid as long as everything is taken care of within our partnership. And as black women, we have a hard time with that because sometimes we are the breadwinners. And you know, we listen to people talking about this man is using you for your money, this man is doing this man is doing that. When all along, they're not using you, they just don't have what you have, you know? And so you have to you have to really watch a man and how he moves because a man that is using you will not invest in you. If he's invested in you, like doing your nails, buying you gifts, doing whatever he can to help out, then he is investing in you. And it took me this last relationship to figure that out because I was listening to everybody and I shouldn't have. I just totally shouldn't have. I'm going to be the first to say it. Like I said, I will talk about myself before I talk about anybody else. Men have pride and they have egos, and so do some of us women. Because my pride, me being a Leo, my pride is off the chain. But I have learned to tame my pride. My pride, it don't matter no more because when it all comes down to it, when it boils down to it, you have to ask yourself, is this person worth more than the money you're arguing about? Is this person worth more than that car, more than that truck, more than that house? Is this person worth more than that to you? And if that answer is yes, then all the other stuff don't even matter. It just don't, you know? And I'll be the first to say that sometimes we get it twisted and we get caught up in the materialistic things. And there's no thing that's ever worth more than any person. It's just not. It's just not. It's all materialistic. It don't matter if y'all broke sleeping under a bridge. It don't matter if y'all rich staying in a fancy house. As long as y'all work in that partnership together, nothing else should matter. Nothing. And I'll be the first to say it. I made that mistake. All materialistic things, they're not that important. That stuff comes and it goes. And me, with my luck and how God is running my company, I don't even know how I'm doing half the stuff that I'm doing because He just keep blessing me. And if I'm living right by God and I'm doing the right thing, He's going to bless everybody around me. Most men that I've talked to in the past, one thing that came back to me and said, when I left you or when we split up, it's like I lost some type of covering. It's like everything went wrong in my life. And, I tell them all the time, that's because I'm praying for you. I pray for my man every day. I pray that he be successful. I pray that he make it. I pray that he makes enough money. I pray that he's healthy. I pray that he's doing good. I pray for my man. And that's another thing, women, we got to know. We got to pray for our men. We have to. You can't be wishing bad luck on your man and then expect him to succeed. It just don't work that way. I've never wished bad luck on my man. Even when I was mad with him, I'm not going to wish no bad luck up on you because what if everything works out and we get back together? Why would I want you to be without? That doesn't make any sense. It doesn't. Why would I want you to fall up under any type of hardship or any type of downfall when all I'm doing is rooting for you? All my exes, I still root for them. Um, I still try to help them out the best I can. But if, for instance, let's talk about this. My ex husband called me one time. He was trying to get in touch with his daughter. He was in jail. And I was with my ex now that I'm separated from, and he heard the conversation. And he got mad at me because I was trying to help my ex husband out. And I should have asked him before I did it. Um, but I didn't. I just was bullheaded, you know, ego, pride, did it anyway. And like every week he was throwing that up in my face. It hurt me to my heart that he thought that I was still fooling with this man. And that's when I say you have to draw the line with oh god, excuse me, that liquor kicking in. um when it affects your relationship, that's when you have to throw in the line. um Throw in the line. That's when you have to throw in the towel. What I'm trying to say is that it's okay to help them out, but make sure your significant other, whether he's a boyfriend, man living with you, husband, before you help out any type of ex, make sure he knows about it, because you can bruise their ego and you can bruise their pride. And once you do that, I'm going to tell y'all, there's no coming back from that because he's not going to understand that, you are not fooling with this man. And it didn't help My ex-husband was coming by leaving flowers on the porch. You know, me and my dude, we'd be walking in the house, and he'll be outside just parked. I don't know what his problem was, and then it was one time me and my dude was riding in the car, and I have my phone attached to my speakers, and this man calls and said, "Hey, love." My eyes get big because I'm like, why are you calling me love? Number one, so me and him get into an argument, and my ex husband called me a bad word. I'm gonna say that, and my dude felt some type of way, as he should. But how is he supposed to know that I'm not fooling with this man when this man is clearly calling me love? I know I'm not fooling with him. I know I don't want him. And he better be lucky I'm a Christian woman, because if I wasn't, if he was on fire, I probably wouldn't even spit on him. But since I'm a Christian woman, I'll probably go get a glass of water and douse it on his ass, you know? but but at the same point, what I'm trying to say is you always got to make sure you're in a partnership. That person always have to know what is going on with you. And you always have to check in. It don't matter, man. You know, Steve Harvey said it best. He said that my wife is secure because I make her secure. And that's what it's all about. I was secure with me and him because he made me feel that way. He came home when he got off from work. He didn't too much go out. I knew where this man was all the time. I knew where he was. If he went fishing or if he was doing something, if I call him, he picks up his phone and he lets me know where he's at. I knew all that. So never once did I ever think that he was fooling around on me. Never once did I ever doubt his love for me, but now I do sometimes because I'm like, how can he love me and then just turn and just walk away and never even look back, you know? And I don't know if he's not looking back because he cares too much for me or he wants to respect me. Because that was the last talk that we had, that he respected me too much to be doing fuckboy shit. So I'm living with all those questions in my head. Yeah, I'm getting better. Um, I'm moving on. But at the same time, I just wonder, where did me and him go wrong? You know, did I work the partnership like I should have? And I probably didn't. I probably did not. Some of the stuff that I did, I can clearly see from his point of view why he would walk away, you know? And I look at some of the stuff he did and I can see why he walked away, because this man changed his whole life for me. He went from being a straight up hoe to being an honest, trustworthy, loyal man. He did that, and he did it for 2 years, you know? So there's no doubt in my mind that he loved me. There's no doubt. And sometimes I just wonder, where did that love go? You know? Yep. Let me stop before I get all teary eyed and all this other stuff. Oh, I guess my friends are watching me on TikTok. Oh, Lord, I ain't heard from that ex in a while. Hey, I like your new podcast. You're talking about some real stuff. Um, do I want to go to church with him tomorrow? Hmm. He's in church. That's what I'm talking about, ladies. You never know what God is doing to a man while he's not with you. Because this guy right here, I would have never thunk it. No, I wouldn't have. He's in church. Oh, wow. No, but I'm going to church with my mother in law. That's where I'm going to church. Oh, God. Did I just mother in law? No, I'm going to church with his mom. Okay. His mom. That's nothing but water. I just had one drink today. Um, it wasn't nothing strong. It's just that I don't drink, so liquor affects me. Like right now, I'm about ready to call it a night and go to sleep. Who knows? I just want all my ladies to know that just because a man has nothing, because God always gives us something. Just because he doesn't have money doesn't mean, look, there he goes. I've been gone too long, y'all. Doesn't mean that I'm wrapping my podcast up. What are you doing? Doesn't mean that he don't have anything to contribute. There's so much to a person, and we have to give them an opportunity to show what they can contribute. I'm trying to see how I'm gonna do this tonight because I don't want it to look bad in the morning. I go to her every week to get it done. And look at me, I'm losing so much weight now. I am. A month ago, I couldn't even get in this dress. Now it's a little bit too big. But we gonna see. I'm probably gonna have to take most of my clothes and get them sewn up to where they fit me because keep on losing weight. I signed up for a personal trainer. I go Monday, Wednesday, and Friday for 30 minutes right now. I'm doing my walk every day where I walk the block. Well, like I said, it's a long block. It is equivalent of 8 blocks. And I do it 4 times a day. So it's like 32 blocks. Ha! Look at me go. And a year ago, I couldn't even walk at all. Um, what about me? You're so sweet. He is so sweet. But he has obstacles to climb with me. Trying not to make him a rebound guy, and he don't get that because he is sweet. You know. Next thing I'm gonna talk about is soul ties. You know, when you have that soul tie relationship, and those are kind of hard to break. You know, because sometimes my ex, he get to throwing that energy over here, and I can feel it. But you're sweeter. I can feel it, and when I feel it, oh, it's boohoo city, you know. And I don't know why I'm crying. I don't know why I'm upset. So, majority of the time, what I do, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I lay down and go to sleep. I'd be like, fuck this shit. I don't know what he's going through. I don't know what he's upset about, but I'm going to sleep. And then I wake up and I'm perfectly fine because I don't let that stuff pass. And you have to deflect it. Right now, I'm probably going to get on my squat machine. I didn't walk today because it was 100 degrees outside. I'm not going to pass out. But good Lord, that might be why the mic is not working. Where am I supposed? Boy, I gotta learn how to do this. I'm sorry, but I'm gonna get it together. The next time I get on, hopefully I have a person to talk live with, and we can talk about some stuff other than me just monologuing it. Let's see if he answers the phone. Let's see. I'm gonna be honest. Sometimes he don't answer the phone. I can't say that he's with anybody or what's going on with him, but sometimes he don't answer the phone. But let's see if he answers. Let's see. I don't think he is. Met up with him a couple of times. Went out. He's a really sweet guy. And it's 10 o'clock. He's just texting me. I don't know if he's with somebody or not. I'm still trying to figure that out. He tell him, say, answer the phone. See if he answers. If he answers, then I know he's not with nobody. Because it's 10 o'clock. And if he give me some type of reason, he probably got a woman. What's wrong? I just want to see you. Let's see if he. Let's see. I'm putting him through the test tonight, y'all. Let's see what he say. He asked me why, y'all. I said, what? I can't see you? Let's see. We gonna see. What does he texting back? I just want to know why I want to see it. Because I want to see you. Let's see if he answered the phone call. He wouldn't answer the, what you call it.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're
Got a woman, y'all. He got a woman. I'm putting clothes on. Okay, let's see. Oh, but why? Why are you putting clothes on? Unless you don't want me to wear clothes. Okay. Okay. It don't matter. Just answer the phone. Let's see. Let's see what he showed me. Dude, just answer the phone. Do I want to see him naked? Holy smokes! No! No! Not at all. Not at all. But that's just his excuse. How long does it take you to put clothes on? Stop playing with me. Stop playing. And see, ladies, that's what I'm talking about. You know, his woman probably sleep right now. 2 minutes. Okay, it's been five. It's been 5 minutes. Come on. Why are you not answering the phone? That's what I'm talking about, ladies. You know, he's giving me all the phone time and the text time that I need, but he's giving it to me when he wants to give it to me. Um, yeah, because you keep calling me. And answer the phone, dude. Yep, he's not gonna answer this phone. He's not. I'm gonna tell him that's why I think you have someone. Straight out. Be honest. Like, no, stop playing with me. But another one bites the dust. That's all I can say. um, that's what we have to be careful about. And they'll throw them red flags out. They will. So I will just talk to him, be his friend. He can be mine. But it's not going to go any further than that. It's not. And tell him you're fine. Because I've already figured it out. I already figured it out, you know. Um, so, with that being said, go ahead and drop off of here. And maybe you'll get to meet my other friend tomorrow. Because I have a few that I'm talking to. I seen one of them twice. But I don't have anybody that I'm really serious about. Um, not as of yet. I don't. I'm taking my time. I am working on me, moi, getting my stuff together. So when I do find this person, that he gets 100% of me and nothing less. You know, my next relationship will be a partnership. We will sit down and talk about things, work things out. I got any questions for you? Yeah, like who is your wife? I will I will make sure he knows that he's important to me, and I'm quite sure he'll do the same for me. Um, I'm not just gonna assume anything anymore. That's where we get into trouble when we assume stuff. And when I get this, oh, I'm throwing a big birthday bash. Oh, this birthday party is going to be so off the chain. I am spending a whole lot of money. So people who want to come, just hit me up, subscribe to my channel so you'll know when it is. Um, like my channel. Let's get this channel out there because it's gonna be where people can come in and talk about any problem that they have. It's been a huge help for me. So I know it'll help other people, just owning up to my truth and what's going on with me is helped me out a lot. Um, I want to say that it really has helped me out. Look at my face. My face is getting so small. I want to get it tightened up. Yeah. Yep. I want to get it tightened up. Um, but I just want y'all to know that I'm here. I'll be able to listen. Tomorrow, I'm going to start tagging the number, getting the number out there so that you guys can call in. I'm probably going to get my daughter to help me with this mic stuff because it was red. Now it's nothing. So I don't know. I don't know what's going on with it, y'all. But I do have it. Um, and we are going to be using it. Instead of keep going on my phone. Yes, I am. Yep, see, he'll text me, but he won't answer the phone call, claiming he don't want to wake his daughter up. But we know that's a lie. See, like right now, I don't have any light on it. None. So I don't know what that's about. Let's plug it and then plug it back up and see what it does. Oh, then the red light comes on. So I wonder if it's still charging with no light on it. I don't know. But I'm going to read the instructions tonight and hopefully I have it ready tomorrow. But I'm finna go to sleep. I'm finna call it a night and he can keep until I fall asleep. But I ain't gonna lie, it's helped me a lot. He has helped me get through a lot. But again, I want to say good night. Hopefully, I'll start getting some viewers um, that jump on here and start asking some questions and start talking. That's the goal of this program. All right, talk to you later. Still ain't figured out that timeline, that tag. I gotta figure one out.